What is up, guys? Hyper Productions here, and today we have the review of the Edge figure I literally just picked up less than about 5 minutes ago before I got this video. Probably it'd be about maybe a couple hours between each upload, or maybe a couple of days. But I picked this up in the Toy Hunt video, go check that out. But I'm going to be reviewing this Edge. It's a really cool figure, and I've got some figures to do comparisons. But I'm going to do this maybe like the original one I did. It got like 600 views. So I'll go with the accessories then the thing instead of some other ones I did. But let's get in. Okay, so we got Edge out of the box. I did cut the wires and stuff off. But I forgot to show all this stuff. You guys can look at that. Really good images on the side. Of course, this is ripped somehow. That's how it was in the shop. But, we've opened the box. Got it really cool. I'm going to keep this box, put it on my shelf. And, you got my towel. Happy they brought back putting the people in the box, just like Elite 16 and all that stuff. Really cool image on the side. I don't know why they didn't give him the jacket, but the t-shirt is really cool. So, yeah, let's get on to the figure and its accessories. So we have the accessories right here. Sorry about the shadow here, but hopefully this is good. So we got the nice cloth t-shirt. I really like the way, I got another one in the collection. I cannot find the Finn Balor one that came with the Finn Balor. And if you're wondering what this is, I fell on my bike the last day. But yeah, I haven't seen that t-shirt in a while. But now we have another cloth t-shirt as well with the Drew McIntyre one. Both of these are really cool, soft goods, always good. I also have an Edge coat, like an actual Edge coat from an old Edge I got off eBay. It's not actually an old Edge, I just got the coats for some reason, but I thought that was pretty cool. But we got, and I don't know how to explain this to you, but it feels like almost, when you embroider something onto a shirt, or like, football shirts, the logos, they're not actually like printed onto the thing. Like they're not actually like on the cloth. They're almost like a sticker. That's what this feels like. It feels really realistic, and the designs are obviously really cool. Always like the Velcro ones are always easier to get on. Custom ones aren't really that good. But we'll go into the hands. Just basic Daniel Bryan, Drew McIntyre. Basic guy hands of that skin tone. Of course, Drew McIntyre is a different skin tone now, but we got these two hands. We got the plain skin tone 2 sweet hands, which are pretty rare because they haven't done these before. They're supposed to be the rock on hands, like that. The side profile, but there are these ones instead, which I don't really care about. If I was going to make the custom Edge, I would use the Finn Balor hands anyway. But, yeah, really cool hands. They're quite rare. Some guys that get the figures get these hands, which aren't rare at all. But on plenty of figures, but that's all these. Let's go into the figures right now. I'm not going to do any jump cuts here. Just pop that out of the way. Here's the figure. We'll pop some hands over there. We'll pop the things that were in the box on him. Because this hand fits the hand. Well, it fits there pretty well. I think this hand is a bit loose. Yeah, it's a bit loose, but it's not just a hand like that. It's actually just the arm. So I'm gonna heat that up and squeeze it. Also, how to make your things interchangeable hands. I might say that at the end of the video instead of crowding up this time, but yeah. Really cool. We'll go into the head scan first, because that's the first thing you see. A really good Edge head scan. One thing I would like to note is, if it was just this plain smirking Edge face sculpt, it could be used universally. But this still looks good as well. Really looks so much like him. Looks better than the Ultimate Edition head sculpt, the base one. The screaming one with the hair going like that is amazing. Perfect for spears and stuffs. But yeah, we got all the tattoos in the house. Sorry for all the laughing in the background. People won't shut up, even though I told them to. Nice, in a nice manner. But yeah, really nice tattoos. Got the one under there as well. Of course, we got that. I seen guys getting like little pieces of paper and sticking them there and making it textured. I don't really care about that though. Then you got this shoulder piece, which I do believe is literally the exact same piece I've used for years. You know, it's a better looking one. Swipe that notification away. And you know, and we got this tattoo, which has only been used on a couple Edge figures, mainly the Hall of Fame one and this. But then we go into the figure. I'm not a perfectionist here, but I do believe this was tilted in the match. I don't really care as much. Because even on here, yeah, it's a little bit tilted there. Like, it should be tilted, but it's not. But this doesn't really matter, does it? And we got this. I think that okay, I'm back. The video actually split into 2 segments, so you might see a weird kind of thing there, so I can clean that up. Okay, but what's on this bit? Mattel normally gets the designs on his legs a bit small or a bit too big at times. Like this one's a bit too big. This one's a little bit too small, but then again, as we said before, it's not something to really point out. Something that does grind my gears, as Peter Griffin would say. He doesn't have his chest stuff, but I do think the reason is they've used the same edge mold as previous Edge figures, and they just didn't want to do that. I don't think they did it on the Ultimate Edition either, but I think Edge using a Jake the Snake Roberts thing. I don't have that. I'm not cracking up with Seth Rollins or anything like that, so that's fine. I might pencil some stuff out. I might just not. We'll go on to the knee pads. Really nice looking as well. I love it when they print on the knee pads and not just paint. But yeah, really cool. I would have been lost if I had to make that custom, to be completely honest. I'll make them do an Edge-Garo. Skin tones won't match, but I don't really care. Then we got these. I don't know. You guys say in the comments, is yours like this? This hand is reversed to that hand. See? The phone goes in that way instead of going this way for this hand. Is it like that normally? Or they switched up my feet because the bottom's the same, but sometimes that happens with your John Morrison's as well. Mine didn't happen like that because it's a short boot mold, but they always got that same Edge kick pad mold as the basics. Seth Rollins are kind of one, where it's like CM Punk basics as well have them. But you know, it looks good because there's no kind of black line on the back like this and to match correct it or whatever. But really nice designs on the boots. This is the last design, but then again, it's like the first batch of these figures they've made because of, you know, by the hands. But yeah, it might show that the skin or the body's a lighter version of this, but in real life it is the exact same. It's just my yellow lighting here in the kitchen, but really good figure. Also, as I said before, I'm not a perfectionist. I'm just taking off MPT's review from like 3 months ago. He doesn't have the chrome boots. Oh my god. Okay, I'm back again. Okay, but yeah, it doesn't have the chrome shoes. I don't care. All that stuff. But one thing I want to do is, with this work, I got this mat, or that's not the right hand. What am I talking about? They're the Edge hands. Where's the other hands? Oh, there. Okay, so this is the Matt Hardy hand, or Cactus Jack hand, or anyone that has white wrist tape. I want to try this over here. See, that would look good, and we'll put the other fist hand on the other one. So that actually ties in very well with the white, and I thought that would work, and it definitely does. So, I did paint this Finn Balor hand. As you can see, these Edge hands are still the exact same. I don't want to change those. Painted the Finn Balor one with just a white paint. Anyone of your choice. Couldn't get in there, or just paint the whole hand white, so that's going to look pretty good. I just take that out and pop in this. It's a little bit scruffy, but you know, I'm not going to Mod Podge a hand. That will look pretty good. And you know, that's really cool. That definitely fits. Of course, it's like a dream thing because he never really did this, but I still think it's really cool. So there are the other hands. Of course, Edge's hands he comes with, again, is the Two Sweet hands. These hands I'm going to stick over here, and that's what it's going to be like for most of the times. But for video's sake, you know, keep moving across this. Wasting your goddamn time here, but move that idea. We're going into some comparisons here. Move that a little bit closer. Just for like some thumbnail shots and stuff I'll do after the video, but jeez, what happened to that? Oh, it's stuck there. Who cares? I don't even care about this. This is a mess. So we're gonna go into some comparisons with, oh my god, this tripod. Jesus. So we're gonna go into some comparisons, as I said, for the 15,000th time with this Edge figure. So let's get into that. So first we have this basic Edge, which would be the Edge I was using this whole time, or since maybe this time last year, before, and with my pick fed and all that, just animations in general. As you can see, the height is a little bit different, maybe just like a hand going like this. It's just that taller, but I'm guessing this is more of a scrawny Edge from 2000 thing, whatever, 6. You know, it's just taller. Of course, when you get older, you get shorter. So, yeah, there's most of the difference. The tattoos are actually a different print, which I didn't think was going to happen. Obviously, the attire's different. Obviously, the head scan's different. They both look like Edge, and they're both different ways. Like, this looks like Edge, but it completely has its likeness, but it just doesn't look like Edge as well. It could be universally used for people with long hair, even Kurt Hawkins. Nobody actually uses him as Kurt Hawkins. But here we got Edge, looks like Edge, but has something about him that makes him look kind of different from that match. Maybe his chin's a bit pointy. But that's the first comparison. He can sit over there. You know what? You know what you deserve to go to? Jesus. So you deserve to be spearing the trash right now, as I'm still going to use it for the crowd and stuff. Might use it for part swaps, but not mostly anything else. Now we have a older figure. This is probably the first Edge figure I've got, which would be weird for the next one coming up, but it's not actually mine. It's my brother's. He owns most of the Jax figures and some of the Mattels, but most of them are mine because I have the YouTube channel and stuff like that. But it's not that, I was going to say not that different, but it is different. There's a tattoo difference. One thing I didn't like about the Jax figures is they made these tattoos really, really god-effing small. That's the real size. If you can try and picture that, and be about the size of the line, or the whole line, the white dot in that hand. He doesn't even have these tattoos. He did have these tattoos before, especially the one on his hand with Brood. He doesn't have that. And, of course, he's oversized. But if you actually look, he might be the same height. Yeah. This is one of the instances where Jax figures sometimes get it right. Like, sometimes Rey Mysterio will be this size in a battle pack. You know, Rey Mysterio will be his normal size with Great Khali, but in a different pack just to get them the same height. They'll be the same height as Edge for some reason. It's just for different packs and stuff, but go back in the trash. We'll sit there, and that's that Edge, I'm not going to use him. He's just almost like an antique at this point. Do you know what else is antique? This. 90s Titantron Jax. I did lose the coat. I don't even think it came with the coat. I do have another one. The one in the pink attire, but I can't find him. It looks like the guy, My Precious thing out of, like, Lord of the Rings or whatever. They're both the exact same movie. Don't give me any backlash on that, but, I just got a cloth shirt there, as I said before. And this is really old, and the height difference in this is completely different. Look at the Jax. Jesus. His head ends the Jax's neck, but the attire's pretty good. They made this into a cool, like they did with that Christian that sadly won't be doing much anymore. But, good figure. definitely a good antique. And yeah, there's not much to say about this in comparison. You know, head scans. This one looks more like Edge than that one. In the trash, this looks like Edge. It captures him. It's almost like if I didn't have this Edge, this would be a perfect substitute. Maybe Dremel down the neck, sculpt on a bit of the beard and paint it, and it looks exactly like this almost. And it looks like Edge, of course. So easy. This actually captures a lot of things. If this head sculpt was on this figure, and this figure had all the tattoos from the Jacks, but perfectly sized, like almost just all these tattoos, this would be the perfect basic Edge figure. And if this attire was Elite, it would be the perfect Edge figure. So there's not much about that. This is obviously the greatest Edge figure of them all at the time being. Ultimate Edition's body looks a bit too weird, and the other Elite one, WrestleMania, we're not going to talk about that one, obviously. It's just really bad. It's literally just Stone Cold torso. And the neck looks like the neck on these guys, only the neck would start on his abs. He just looks like a turtle. This is the best Edge figure. I'm going to say that right now. We're reaching the 11-minute mark here before editing. So thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, please hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to, we've surpassed 100 subscribers. I'll try and do some videos soon. If you're watching this video and you haven't commented on the Q&A thing, this might be your last chance before I do a video answering them all. So get your questions in there, and I will answer them. But without further ado, goodbye, and thank you.